baby, 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 oh no. Leaked footage shows Justin Bieber getting kicked out of not one, not two, not three, but 5 different places all over the past 4 years. I'm exposing them all. Justin Bieber got kicked out of Coachella. This will be etched in the memories of music fans for years to come. Justin Bieber, who was just 21 years old at the time, had been attending the festival with his then girlfriend Hailey Baldwin. Bieber attempted to watch a performance by his friend and Six God Drake from the artist VIP area. According to reports, Bieber had not been given the proper credentials to access the VIP area, and when he tried to enter, he was stopped by security. What happened next is somewhat disputed, but it's reported that Bieber became belligerent and argumentative with the security guards, refusing to leave the area. The situation allegedly escalated to the point where Bieber was physically removed from the festival grounds by security personnel. A video of him getting thrown out started circulating, and people couldn't get enough of it. The incident was widely reported in the media, with many outlets publishing photos and videos of Bieber being escorted out of the festival. He was literally put into a chokehold before getting thrown into, the curb. Not even an army of believers could protect Justin from it. Bieber told the guards that he had been personally invited to the show by Drake, a fellow Canadian, and got into an argument with the Coachella staff. Sources told the gossip site that Coachella security put Bieber in that chokehold during the argument in order to get him out. Anyway, the Coachella incident sparked a heated debate among fans and critics, with some defending Bieber's behavior as, a justified response to overly aggressive security, while others condemned his actions as entitled and disrespectful. In the aftermath of the incident, Bieber took to social media to apologize for his behavior, saying he had, let his emotions get the best of him and promised to just do better in the future. The incident marked a turning point in Bieber's career as he began to transform from his teenage heartthrob image to a more mature and introspective artist. In the years since, Bieber has spoken publicly about his struggles with fame, mental health, and substance dependency issues, and has used his platform to advocate for social justice and awareness. Justin Bieber got kicked out of a Miami Beach nightclub in 2014. Justin Bieber was involved in an incident at a Miami Beach nightclub called LIV Nightclub. LIV Nightclub is a popular nightlife destination in Miami Beach, known for its high-end atmosphere and celebrity clientele. On the night of January 23rd, Bieber was in town for a concert and decided to visit the club with his entourage. According to eyewitnesses, Bieber and his group arrived at the club around 2 a.m. and were escorted to a VIP table. However, things quickly took a turn. Bieber allegedly became belligerent and started arguing with the club's staff and security. The exact details of the dispute are kind of unclear, but it's reported and alleged that Bieber was presented with a $10,000 tab for his group's drinks and bottle service. Bieber allegedly refused to pay the bill, claiming that he had already paid for the drinks and that the club was trying to kind of rip him off. Ew, it's kind of giving broke. But no, for real, if I ever rack up a $10,000 tab at a bar or a club, call the police on me and send me to AA. The situation escalated when Bieber's entourage got into a confrontation with the club's security personnel. Witnesses described the scenes as chaotic, with Bieber's friends and bodyguards basically pushing and shoving the security guards. Eventually, the club's management had had enough and decided to kick Bieber to the curb and out of the club. Now, legend has it that someone asked, so how you gonna hate from outside of the club when you can't even get in? Anyway, witnesses reported that Bieber was visibly intoxicated, stumbled out of the club surrounded by his friends and bodyguards. The incident made headlines the next day, and many outlets reporting on Bieber's behavior. The club's management later released a statement saying that Bieber had been kicked out for just being unruly and disrespectful to the staff and other patrons. The incident was just one of several controversies that Bieber was involved in during 2014. The incident led to widespread criticism, with many fans and critics just expressing concerns about his well-being and maturity. Justin Bieber got kicked out of a Paris hotel in 2013. On December 17, 2013, Justin Bieber was involved in an incident at a very luxurious Le Royal Maison Raffles Hotel in Paris, France. Le Royal Maison Raffles, if I'm pronouncing that right, is a 5-star hotel located in the heart of Paris. Bieber was staying at the hotel while on tour in Europe, and according to some sources, Bieber and his entourage arrived at the hotel around 3 a.m. after a night out in the city. However, things went sideways when Bieber Bieber allegedly became confrontational and started arguing with the hotel staff and security personnel. The exact details of the incident are slightly unclear, but it's alleged that Bieber was given a warning by hotel staff about the noise level coming from his room. Bieber allegedly refused to comply and continued to make noise, prompting the staff to call security. Witnesses describe the incident as loud, scary, and threatening, with Bieber's friends and bodyguards getting a little too handsy with the staff. Eventually, the hotel's management had just had enough, decided to kick Bieber and his entourage out of the hotel. Now, witnesses reported that Bieber was visibly upset and stormed out of the hotel surrounded by his friends and bodyguards. The incident made headlines the next day, of course, with many outlets reporting on Bieber's, horrible behavior. The hotel's management later released a statement just saying that Bieber had been kicked out for being rude, distasteful, and hostile towards the staff and crew there. This whole story is a little disputed though, because some claims are that Bieber didn't get kicked out, and instead he actually left on his own account because they were lacking security there. Apparently hundreds of fans gathered outside and inside the lobby of the hotel, and the hotel wasn't prepared for that, which is kind of weird because in 2013, Bieber was basically he was it. He was the superstar. You would think they would have been over prepared. Anyway, according to this account, guests were super unhappy that there was so much noise coming from fans. Allegedly, Bieber even encouraged the fans. A source said there were kids everywhere screaming and shouting, and the other guests just didn't like it. I mean, this particular hotel apparently has hosted a lot of big names, including the likes of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, and even the royal family. So again, why were they not prepared? Justin Bieber got kicked out of a Rio de Janeiro nightclub in 2013. Bieber was in there for a concert, basically as part of his Believe tour. After the show, he decided to visit a local nightclub called Centauros. According to eyewitnesses, Bieber arrived at the club around 2 a.m. and was escorted to the VIP area. Bieber allegedly became involved in an altercation with a photographer who was trying to take his picture, of course. It's alleged that Bieber became agitated when the photographer refused to stop taking his picture. Bieber allegedly then punched the photographer in the face, causing a scene, and the situation escalated when the club's security personnel intervened to try and break up the fight. Bieber allegedly resisted and became combative with the guards. Now, eventually, Bieber just got kicked out. Witnesses reported that Bieber was visibly upset and just stormed out of the club, kind of yapping on his way out. The incident made headlines the very next day, with many outlets reporting on Bieber's brawl. Now, at first, it was suspected that this club was actually a brothel, and Bieber was seen leaving with 2 females when he got kicked out, but it was later revealed that it's not a brothel and more of an old-fashioned gentleman's club, which kind of sounds the same. Their words, not mine, okay? So 2013 was just a wild time for young Bieber. Last up, Justin Bieber was kicked out of a New York City nightclub on November 4th, 2012. Justin Bieber was involved in an incident at a nightclub in New York City. Bieber was 18 years old at the time and was visiting New York basically for a concert. After the show, he decided to visit a nightclub called LIV. According to sources that were there, Bieber arrived at the club around 1 a.m. and was escorted to the VIP area. Bieber allegedly became involved in an altercation with a club goer who was just trying to take his photo. It's reported that Bieber became annoyed when the club goer refused to stop taking his picture. Bieber allegedly pushed the club goer, causing a huge scene, of course, and this situation escalated when the club security intervened to try and break up the fight. Bieber allegedly resisted and became very combative with the security guards. Eventually, he was just told to leave and basically was kicked out of the club. Again, the incident made headlines the next day, of course. This was just another moment in that year where it had everyone talking about just how immature Justin was. But I mean, he was very young, so can we really blame him? Justin's, a full-blown adult now, so hopefully we don't see headlines like this for 2025, but what do you guys think? Is he due for a public kickout or meltdown? Will he stay low-key this year? Let me know. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Ashley, and it's been great catching up.